In today's lesson, we're going to start doing long division. All right, so long division is just doing division with some larger numbers. All right, so a division problem does look a little bit different than when we do multiplication and addition and subtraction problems. When we write out a long division problem, today we're going to start with the problem 76 divided by 3. So here's the problem we're gonna do today. And to write that out long ways, when we add, we add and then we put the answer at the bottom. When we subtract, we line them up and we put the answer at the bottom. Even when we multiply, we line them up, we put the answer at the bottom. But with division, we line it up very differently. We would line it up like this, and our answer is actually going to go on top. We put our quotient on top when we write out our long division, and we do our work going down. Right, so that's the first thing that's a little bit different with division. And it looks very different than all the other problems, and I think that's why sometimes kids get a little bit nervous about division, because it looks so different from what the other things are. But you are already doing so great with everything else that we've been doing up to this point. You're going to do awesome with long division. So let's try this problem, 76 divided by 3. So this is just called a division box or a long division symbol. We're going to put the number we're dividing, our dividend, is going to go inside the box. The number that we're dividing by is called our divisor, and that's going to come outside, out here. Okay, our quotient, our answer, is going to go on top. Okay, so far the problems that we've done, we've been able to use our basic facts to help us find a compatible number to get close to our answers. But right now, 76 times 3, that's a number that's very large. That's a number that I can't use my multiplication chart or some of my basic facts to think about what number times 3 will equal 76. So here's my strategy. I'm going to always start with my number of the greatest place value. Okay, all the other times we add and multiply and divide, and subtract, we usually start in the ones place, but here we're going to be starting in our greatest place value, which here's the tens. And I'm going to divide my tens by 3. So I have just 7 tens. I'm only looking at the 7 right now. So I need to think of a number that's close to 3, a compatible number with that will be close to 7 that 3 will go into. So I'm going to think to myself, well, let's see, I'm trying to just get to 7. Well, 3 times 2 is 6, and that's as close as I can get to 7. So I'm going to put this 2 right up here on top of my 7. So that's where that's going to go. I'm actually going to use a different color so that it stand out. Let's do a 2 in blue. 2. All right. So just like we were doing when we were finding remainders, 2 times 3 is 6. And I'm going to subtract, and I find out, okay, I have 1 left over. The difference here is I still have more numbers than 76. This is just my tens. I have 1 10 left over, but I still have some ones over here I haven't divided yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring them down to be next to this 10, so I have my number 16. Now I'm going to look at this number 16 and divide it by 3. So again, I need to think of a compatible number. What's a number close to 16 that 3 can go into evenly? Okay, a number that I can multiply by 3 to get me close to 16. Well, I'm going to think, well, 3 times 5 equals 15. That gets me pretty close to 16. So I'm going to use that 5. I'm going to put it right up here on top of the 6. And again, I'm going to do the same steps I did before. 3 times 5 is 15. I'm going to subtract to see if I have anything left over. 16 minus 15 is 1. I don't have anything else to bring down. So here I have 25 remainder 1 as my quotient. I know that was a lot of steps. We're going to do some more examples in the next couple of videos.